In an era where bigger is better dominates the seas, the container ship Dali's mishap in the Port of Baltimore serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance in our global supply chains. As Paul Krugman writes in the New York Times, one might ponder the economic shockwaves of such an event. Just 2 years ago, amid the peak of supply chain constraints, the fallout would have been seismic. But the Dali's grounding, while visually dramatic, strikes at a time when the congested ports of yesterday are resilient, with alternative pathways swiftly absorbing the shock. Hello everyone and welcome back to Procurement in the Park. I'm Schuh, and today we find ourselves at a critical juncture, exploring the balance between global commerce and the unexpected events that test its resilience. Our case study, the grounding of the colossal container ship Dali against the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. In an age where the giants of the sea, mega container ships like the Dali, dominate our maritime pathways, we have been reminded of the fragile thread upon which global supply chains dangle. The images of the Dali, ensnared against the remnants of the bridge, are a stark symbol of the vulnerability in our interconnected world. This mishap poses pressing questions. How could the planners not foresee the risks? The very waters that have nurtured the growth of our global economy became a trap for the unwary. And with the Dali's hulking frame obstructing the harbor entrance, the vital flow of goods through the Port of Baltimore came to an abrupt halt. One might wonder, what impact does this have on our economy? At another time, under the shadow of global supply chain pressures, this could have spelled disaster. Yet the timing of the Dali's plight reveals a curious twist. As the 17th busiest US port, Baltimore's pre-Dali activity was significant but not critical. The logistics ecosystem, surprisingly resilient, found ways to reroute, to adapt, showing us the power of preparedness and flexibility. But this story extends beyond the immediate disruptions. It's a reflection on the persistent challenges and latent threats lurking within our global supply chains. The Panama Canal's reduced capacity due to climate-induced droughts, the security threats in strategic maritime corridors, and the ever-present specter of inflation. These are not isolated incidents but compounding effects. As we dive deeper, we are reminded of the economic tremors of recent years, the pandemic and the surprising resilience of global markets. Economists like Paul Krugman have pondered the lessons learned, the unanticipated forces at play, and the paths forward. The Dali's grounding, while a logistical conundrum, offers a broader lesson on the unpredictability of global trade dynamics. In my book, Profit from the Source, published by Harvard Business Review Press, I emphasize procurement's transformative potential, not just as a cost-cutting function, but as a strategic partner in navigating the turbulent waters of the global economy. The current scenario, with the Dali at its heart, is a vivid illustration of why we must broaden our horizon, anticipate the unforeseen, and build resilience into every link of our supply chains. As we chart our course through these uncertain times, let us draw inspiration from the past while keeping our eyes firmly on the horizons. The swift adaptations to the Dali's mishap, the strategic diversions of cargo, the collaborative efforts across ports, these are testaments to the strength and agility of our global supply chain network. In closing, the Dali dilemma teaches us the importance of vigilance, preparedness, and adaptability. In a world where a single event can ripple through the fabric of our global economy, our mission is clear. We must continue to innovate, to strengthen our supply chains, and to navigate the challenges ahead with wisdom and courage. Thank you for watching. I'm Schuh, and this has been Procurement in the Park.